this already, but I always explain to them, right? If they have no mobility, their lower back is gonna arch up here, and right, their shoulders are gonna roll forward. This is what you'll probably get. And if they have tight hips, you'll get something like this, right? So it's always 90, 90. Anytime we're working the core, the toes are pointed away as opposed to here, because you get the hip flexion. So toes pointed away, that'll open up the hip flexors a little bit and make it a little bit more harder to keep their lower back on the ground. So just rib cage down, and then I'll tell them, all right, from here, shoulders are back. I want you to just keep those palms in, and however far you can go, inhale, nice and slow, without that coming off. And so that's really gonna allow me, and then exhale back to center, without the shoulders coming off. So this is essentially a core exercise, right? Very similar to like if someone has hip problems when we do the hips, you'll see I just do the opposite of this one, right? Which is nice and slow, because as that hip drops, it's gonna wanna pull that lower back off anyways. But they'll feel their core in this, but wanna make sure that they just don't try to get to the floor by arching their back. So just keeping that nice and slow, forcing that range of motion, exhale nice and center. So, and a lot of times sometimes they can't do, like they'll move here and then that wanna arch if they really are bad. So then I'll just go to one hand. And I'll just have them do one hand, and then usually they can get a little bit farther with whatever hand is a little bit better, without, once again, that elbow pitch should be faced that way, and we don't want it to start to rotate in as we go back. So you'll notice, like with me, I have really good range of motion on my right shoulder, but then on my left, that's about as far as I can get back right now. So